So you're putting together a brochure and you want it to do what it's got to do, which is, make something happen, make somebody visit your website, sell something. We're here with Michael from Footprinting, and maybe you can just talk about some things people should think about to create an effective brochure.
Well, you want to let them know what you do.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
And hopefully a call to action, how to get a hold of you to get that done.
Yeah.
And then more specifics about the details. But I mean, there's a lot of different types of brochures that are out there. The most common being the trifold, which is a great one. I like it because the inside's like a 3-part. If you can't explain your business and break it down into 3 main parts, it's going to be hard for people to understand.
Well, it also gives you a chance to, dramatically bring people into the story. You get the cover and then the first opening and then the second. So you can do some, creatively tell the story, make it dramatic too.
For sure.
And
this is one thing that I didn't even think about, but when I looked it up in ChatGPT, it said, pro tip, use the front panel as a headline and an offer.
All right. That makes sense.
Not a collage. And I thought, wow, that is great. The problem would be, you'd want your company logo there, obviously, but just a boom right there. Hey, this
maybe
is
you don't.
What we do.
Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to get
offer.
their attention and bring them into the story,
Yeah.
And then let them know who it's from.
Yeah. That trifolds are great. I like trifolds too because it's what we mail out the most. Usually 8.5 by 11 folding down, so it fits into number 10 perfectly. Also, you could do with a letterhead, but that's a great piece that we're mailing out most of the time. Number 10 envelope obviously is then the lowest postage rate. You got your half fold, bifold, another one, which is very common. It looks a little bit nicer. You got to get usually a little different size envelope, usually a 6 by 9 for 8.5 by 11, folding to 8.5, 5.5. Really nice look to it. This one, and once again, ChatGPT here, says, pro tip, treat it like a mini sales page. Problem, solution, proof, and then offer.
Sure.
And if you have a little 4-pager folder,
you can break those up.
You've got those 4. So I thought that was ingenious, and that would be a way to help it convert. That sending out in a 6 by 9 is still then your lowest postage rate, and is something that's great for mailing too. So I like both of those a lot. Next one, Z-fold. So Z-fold is, it's accordion fold, but you only got 3 panels.
Yep.
So the nice thing by that is it's good for like a map. So you could have a whole map on the one side.
Cool.
And the pro tip here is there's not one. So cut that out, please.
No pro tip.
But it does give us also a scroll experience, like a web page, which people are kind of used to.
I guess maybe
nice.
Something people should do is decide, how is this brochure being used? Is it the first thing people are learning about you? Or is it a leave behind where they already know about you?
Yeah.
And then approach, what you need to say and how to say it based on that. But there's so many, as you mentioned, there's so many different formats. So whatever it is you want to say, you can dramatize that depending on, the format.
Oh, yeah. Well,
it's really
speaking
neat.
about dramatizing, we're on to the gatefold.
I love those.
So gatefold's usually, coming in, so you're opening it like a gate. I like those are really nice for like an invite to a party where you could have some nice graphic on the front and then you open it up and all the information's there. I've seen some really nice die cut ones and different stuff like that in my day, and I really always like those. They're harder to fold for us. They do cost a little bit more.
That's your problem.
Money.
Who cares?
Yeah. But they really can, bring a reader in by saying, oh, look at this, bringing them into all the information. Then on the inside, you've got the whole 4, 3 panels with the 2 smaller ones on the side to bring them in. It's a good one. Higher cost, bulkier for mailing. Yeah, a little bit, but if it's an 8.5 by 11 that you're doing as a gatefold, you're still at the half size there, and that's still pretty easy for mailing, so it's not a big deal. Roll fold. So usually a roll fold, it's just rolling in. Mm-hmm. So you have to have, after the first 2 panels, subsequently smaller panels to make that happen. That's a nice piece, especially when you have a lot of stuff to convey and information. What was the pro tip here? It is best for companies that have a lot of services. So They do cost more. They're usually bigger.
Yeah.
You can do roll folds in a number of different sizes. The next one then, and the last one I'll probably touch on because 8.5 by 14 legal ones I don't really like, but 11 by 17 fold in half, standard brochure size, standard magazine size. That's always a good one. Will cost you a little bit more for mailing because you're at that bigger size, but looks nice, looks professional. You can have a whole bunch of stuff on there. People are used to those. So that's a good one. Oh, the one last thing I would mention, any kind of brochure that folds down to a square. Stay away from those as much as you can.
Why's that?
People don't understand that the USPS hates squares. You're going to get charged a lot more.
Do they
Even
really?
if your square is standard postcard and mailing sizes, you're going from 4 by 6 to like 6 by 11. You get any bigger than that and they're going to start charging you more money. But even if you had a 6 by 6, which is then obviously under that 6 by 11 size, you'd think, okay, cool, we could be at that lower postage rate, but nope, you're going to get dinged and you're going to be paying double or triple.
What is their
for the
post office
postage.
bias against squares?
I don't know if
Do they think they're really cool at the post office? They don't like squares?
Yeah, they don't want to be square.
Jeez almighty.
I don't know if it might have an issue to do with the machinery that they're going to put them through and just the ability to grab them with all the rest of the stuff. That is why they're charging more.
Wow.
But stay away from the square folds.
But whatever you got to communicate, there's a lot of possibilities to how to do it.
Oh, yeah. And you have any questions or need mock-ups or something, hit us up.